Thank you, Rabbi Lewis, Mor Devorah, and all of Chabad of Tappan. Thank you for this award. Cheryl and I are so honored and so appreciative of the support of our family and friends, some who have traveled a very long way to be with us here tonight. Thank you very much. We also want to congratulate our friends Rafi and Beth Levin and Helene Lededen for their awards. Mazel tov to you. So I'll try and make a long story short. About 11 years ago, when Cheryl and I still lived in Klosai Park, we needed a rabbi. The rabbi from the congregation that I grew up with was for some reason unavailable. I'm not sure how, but Rabbi Konikoff of Fort Lee Chabad, whom I had never met before, got the word and took it upon himself to show up when my family needed him most, and really helped us out during a very difficult time. This was my first introduction and experience with Chabad. Not long after, I told Cheryl that I would really like for Rabbi Konikoff to officiate if we had a simcha to celebrate. So, we moved to Norwood, and along comes Nicole, and time for a baby naming. My first phone call was to Rabbi Konikoff, who was happy to hear from me, and while honored that I thought of him, offered up his friend to do the job. A rabbi had just moved into Old Tappan, and maybe he would be a good fit. But my mind was made up. I wanted Rabbi Konikoff. Besides, who is this new rabbi on the block anyway? So he and I struck a deal. He would come over and officiate, and in return, I would reach out and say hello to his friend Rabbi Lewis and introduce myself. Rabbi Konikoff is here tonight. True story?
Yes, absolutely.
So, of course, Rabbi Konikoff did a great job, and I called Rabbi Lewis to say hello. The rabbinic handoff was executed flawlessly. So here was Rabbi Lewis, who had just moved into town with his family, trying to get things going. In many ways, the chips were stacked against him. Working only out of his house, the challenges were endless. Was there enough of a base to build on in this tiny sliver of Bergen County? Could he round up a minion? Maybe once a month, but once a week? I don't know. Adult education? Doubt it. Hebrew school? Too many in the area already. The task at hand was enormous. But Rabbi Lewis had this Rocky Balboa-like determination and unbreakable enthusiasm to plant roots and to build something. I sensed it, and I think the people around me sensed it as well. And Cheryl and I just wanted to be a part of it. The Lewis family set up camp no more than a block away from where we are tonight, and started to build a community from a rented house. Guess what? People responded. The adult education classes that were originally given at the rabbi's dining room table, along with a bowl of soup, has become a strong, formalized program using the Jewish Learning Institute's platform. The once-a-month minyan became a weekly minyan, strongly attended by a dedicated group of amazing people. The Hebrew School, I think one of our breakout success stories, is thriving with over 30 students. 8 years later, here we are. Rabbi and Devorah Lewis have, with our community rallying around them, accomplished so much before our eyes. Yet we have so much work left to do, and so many more lamps left to light. But we'll get it done. Unlike Rocky, the rabbi's stamina isn't limited to 4 or 5 good acts. Thank God, the Lewis family's inspiration is endless, and we in this community will continue to feed off of it. Cheryl and I are so very honored to get this award and to celebrate it along with the accomplishments of Chabad of Old Tappan, together with our friends and family. We thank the Rabbi and the Rebbitzin for choosing this community to bring light to and giving Cheryl and I the opportunity to be a part of it. Thank you. And most importantly, we look forward to celebrating many more simchas together with you, together as a community. Thank you again.
I would like to thank Rabbi and Dora Lewis for this honor and for selecting us for the Keter Shem Tov Award. They've been extremely hospitable and have welcomed us into the Chabad Old Tappan community. I would also like to thank our family and friends, both personal and professional, for joining us this evening in support of Chabad and this beautiful evening gala. It means so much to Rafi and I to have you here with us. Thank you.
That's it? Mine is not that much longer. Those who know me well should not be surprised, or should be surprised, to see me standing here. I tend to shy away from any opportunity to speak publicly, let alone be recognized for an honor I do not deserve. But this occasion is special and unique in the very same way that Chabad is a Jewish organization and Rabbi Lewis and Dvorah, as human beings, are one of their kind. I feel humbled yet grateful and blessed to be honored along with my better half and along with David and Cheryl Nenner and Helene Ledani. Though I truly feel not worthy, I embrace this honor as nothing more than precious credit bestowed upon me against future contributions. I commit to you, Rabbi Lewis, and to our Chabad community that I will work my hardest to genuinely earn this award in years to come. I guess this is equivalent to what Obama did when he accepted the Nobel Prize for Peace 2 months before his presidency. Except that I truly mean it. But on a more serious note, I consider this honor far more valuable than a Nobel Prize for Peace. You see, Beth and I get to share the Keter Shem Tov Award with past and present Chabad Honorees, truly outstanding individuals who dedicated members of our community. We are therefore in the best of company, and I would never trade this award for a Nobel Prize for Peace, so we can be in the unwelcoming company of past recipients, the likes of Jimmy Carter and Yasser Arafat. Time in the life of every Jew, or every man or woman for that matter, when one better has a strong sense of where they belong. I don't mean to imply that there is a physical, intellectual, or ideological box that each of us needs to fit into. The place we belong is defined by the people we surround ourselves with and by the interactions we have growing in a human environment that allows us to achieve our highest intellectual and spiritual potential. For me, as for many others, Chabad, under the leadership of Rabbi Lewis and Dvorah, provides this stimulating, supportive, and nurturing environment. From a very young age, my parents made me realize that whether I liked it or not, I was born Jewish, and that one day I will die Jewish. The parting between these two events I had to figure out on my own. Like many of us, I still struggle to find the best way to live Jewish. All I can say is that I was blessed with the best role models one could ever ask for. First and foremost, my parents, who cannot be with us here tonight. They are the ones who truly deserve the honor of Keter Shem Tov, and ironically, my parents are probably the only ones who truly believe that Beth and I deserve the award. Such is the love of Jewish parents. But Jewish souls come in different forms and flavors, and Rabbi Lewis and Dvorah have demonstrated over and over again that they possess a God-given talent and most incredible capacity to include each and every one of us in their extended Chabad family and make us all feel special members of our community. For that, I'm grateful to them beyond what words can express. For that, I'm hopeful that with God's help, my future actions will do the talking and will one day hopefully do justice to the honor we received tonight. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for Rabbi for those really lovely words. I remembered, but I kind of forgot about the parking lot and the tent and everything that we went through, and which doors are we going to use and how are we going to get to the restrooms. But it did work out. This is a real honor, and I really am very humbled to be here and very pleased to share this with David and Cheryl and Beth and Rafi, who I just met actually, and I really am very impressed, and I really have wonderful warm feelings for the Chabad of Japan. Rabbi Lewis has become a good friend. He visits every Friday, and holidays, the children come in, Vora comes, and we have really a very, very special relationship. I'm not going to tell you my whole history, it's in the book, and I promised that I would keep everything short. But I do want to tell you how blessed and fortunate I am. I found a career that fulfills me and gives special meaning to my life, in that we make a profound difference in the life of our elders and how they live, and ultimately how they die. But we are there through the whole process. I live in a very strong Jewish community that allowed me to use my talents and supported me when life was difficult, and who now I can give back to. I have music. Before I was doing this, I was a music teacher. So I have always been involved with music and singing, and I have wonderful friendships and meaningful relationships through the singing, through the music, and through my Jewish connection. I have beautiful, healthy children and grandchildren, an incredible, loving partner, and I am blessed that everything has come together. And I am also very thankful that I just completed radiation for breast cancer that was caught early and was treated. I really want to thank Rabbi for being a great support for me, but that's kind of behind me now. I want to thank Windsor Healthcare Communities. They are a wonderful supporting family, and they trusted me with their flagship, the Buckingham in Norwood. I don't know if George is still here, but I want to thank George Katz, the best assistant administrator in the world. And to my Buckingham team, I've got a lot of colleagues here, and my friends from the Buckingham, my staff, who are really incredible. They are steadfast and creative, and they can do anything at any time, and they do it very well. So I love you, and I thank you for supporting me and for being here with me. My children, Edie, who's up in Montreal, and Stefan, and here's Noah and Benny, and Fairlawn, Gil and Jackie. They have really brought me a lot of nachas, and they really do the right thing, and they are with good people. That was the mantra when you walked out of the house in the evening. Artie, my sidekick, my love, who has gone through good times and difficult, trying times, and who is not afraid to tell me when I'm wrong. Doesn't happen often, but he will say that. So I am really, really, truly blessed, and I'm very just touched and overwhelmed by the honor. And I thank Rabbi and Dvorah and Chabad of Japan really for making this happen. And I am really very proud to be of community service to anyone. Just pick up the phone, give me a call, and we will we'll help you out in any way we can. Thank you so much.